Everybody mostly understands intuitively that trenches are a nasty thing to fight against. They are tough defensive positions where everyone has good fields of fire and good protections in defilade positions. So this can be a tough nut to crack, but fortunately we have our own battle drill, a simple battle drill with a very long name: enter an enemy trench to secure a foothold, right? Where our whole goal is to get our friendly forces in the trench, and once they're in the trench, we can negate the defensive advantage because we're in a much simpler, more even, although intense fight to actually go through and clear the trench. So before we actually go and start applying the battle drill, we need to figure out where we're actually going to be doing this breach of the trench. We want to make sure we're not just trying to assault straight into their preferred firing lines. We want to find an area that we can isolate. So you can see over here, this is a pretty good position. If we get a friendly force over here, someone in this area, they are going to be protected from the firing lines, and they can be pretty well in the trench. They can stage before they actually go in and actually do the assault. So when we actually go to do the battle drill, we are going to be applying the acronym SOSRA, in which we are going to suppress, obscure, secure, reduce, and assault. I'll put that in the caption if you have any trouble remembering the name. So first thing, we have the machine guns. They're doing step number 1, which is suppress. And actually, they're laying down heavy fire, drawing everybody's attention, keeping the enemy fixed in place in one of the more main areas so that we can send these guys over here and they will do the next step, which is obscure. Now, naturally, we're not trying to obscure the whole trench line. We're trying to obscure our working space where we're going to be having our guys do the actual breaching. So we have suppressed, we have obscured. Now we are going to go through and secure. We are securing with left and right security to make sure that the area right around the trench line where we're breaching is secure. So if anybody shows up over here, they can at least suppress and enable the breaching team to come in and do the reducing. That is the next step, where we reduce the obstacles in the way. Now, this may be easy, it may be very difficult. These guys may need special equipment like explosives or wire cutters or sawzalls, like all sorts of fancy equipment can go into a breaching team to enable them to get through whatever barriers are here. Sometimes it may just be packing down the dirt so that you can get over the berm into the simple trench. Other times it may involve a lot of disabling booby traps and stuff like that so you can actually get in. But once the obstacles are reduced, then we go into the very last step, which is assault. Very simply, obstacles are reduced, everybody gets in the trench, hops in, and now, with that, you have your foothold secured. You are in the trench, and now you can go into the actual process of clearing the corners, getting your fires down the line, and suddenly this is it's a nasty fight, but it's a better fight than trying to simply charge a trench line. And eventually, of course, as you clear through this area, you will have the machine guns shift lift fire, and eventually the machine guns will have to displace to provide better support, or maybe they're just going to follow it in line and just continue step by step by step into the knife fight that is trench warfare.